So you're going to Paris with your friend, and weren't going to tell me? When was I going to find this out? I mean, we didn't even go out of the country on our own honeymoon. Right?
Well, I mean, you go out with your friends, so I didn't think it would be a problem. And it's
Yeah,
just my bestie. It's not like I'm going with another dude. We've been through a lot of stuff, my bestie and I. She and I have
yeah.
been through a lot, and she went through that breakup the other year too. Look, I know we haven't been out of the country together, but
So when were you going to tell me?
um, well, I was.
When? I had to find out. I had to find out through Facebook.
Um,
She puts it on Facebook. I can't wait to go to Paris with Jennifer. Oh my god! I got to find out through Facebook. I look like an idiot. I didn't even know. My buddy DMs me and I get a text message. That's actually how I found out. That he texted me that I see it on Facebook.
oh,
Oh, by the way, you guys, this is a real Reddit from Am I the A hole?
Ada, M
Yeah.
I the a hole.
Right.
Our first one.
Am I the
Eta.
Ada? I thought you said Ada with like a
Ada
D.
with a T. Ada.
Got it.
A
And
I T A. Am
Well,
I
actually-
the a hole?
Right. We'll actually link it in the
Yeah.
description below, so you can actually read the full story.
This isn't really our fight. We're
no.
reenacting the fight. And so this couple's been married for only a year. They never went out of the country for their own honeymoon yet. The wife is gonna take off with her bestie girlfriend and go on a girls trip only without telling
without telling her
or
husband.
discussing it.
And apparently, according to the story, he is been livid about the relationship the entire time because she's been more of a parasite toward the relationship, or more of a parasite in the relationship. We actually cover that in our book, The Knucklehead's Guide to Marriage.
You mean
About
the best
parasites?
friend?
Yeah, the best
female
friend has
is
been
being
a parasite.
to their new marriage.
Right.
Oh.
And I understand that, yes, you guys were friends maybe before she ever met her husband.
Mhm.
You guys have been, the Gallas had been through a lot together. And there's no reason why that relationship has to end or that relationship has to break. But in my opinion, and not even in my opinion, in the Bible's opinion, when you get married, you become one flesh. It is you and your spouse against the world. It is not you, your spouse, and your best friend. If that's the case, you should all sleep in the same bed together and just act like you're all married. But I can tell you from personal experience, I have had friends and family members both that have been in this situation where they're going out of the country with their best friend, and the husband doesn't find out about it. This is actually true in my life. I've actually had this happen, not to me, but to somebody that I was close to. And I have to tell you, he was devastated. He was absolutely devastated. I'd get the phone calls, middle of the night. You know, the bed's empty. He's in tears. So,
That's sad. So men can be just as affected as women if suddenly they're gonna get left behind when the girls take off. And mark my words, if the roles were reversed and it was a guy suddenly taking off and not telling the wife about it ahead of time, you darn well sure everybody would be on her side.
where's the country with all like the red light district that's really famous?
But
Is it Holland?
I thought it was Germany.
No, it's not Germany.
No.
Anyway, so
Yeah,
imagine
then
imagine
something-
if
I don't know.
the wife found out that him and his best friend are going to that country. I think it's Holland. That has the famous red light district. You actually just walk down the street. My mom was actually telling me about that when she was in Europe way back when in the 70s, about her and my great aunt, walked down the red light district in, I think it was Holland.
Huh.
I could be wrong. Please put in the comments
Right.
below what it is. Correct us. But she said it was weird. I mean, people were like in the windows, like on display. So imagine if the wife found out that the husband and his best friend were going to do that. Or if the roles were reversed, is that the husband best friend was putting his nose into the business. That, and especially the girlfriends, all the girlfriends, oh, he's so evil, blah, 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 blah. But apparently, according to this story, all of her friends are saying that she's in the wrong.
Right. Because they're saying, why can't you include the husband in on this girls' trip?
Right?
I guess the concern is, oh, now, he'll be the third wheel, or he'll be grouchy and ruin our time, because sometimes girls,
They like to do
sometimes
things
they like
guys
to have
don't.
their adventures together by themselves, but out of the country, it's a little more extreme than just like, oh, my bestie and I, we're going to go get coffee, or something
Right.
simple.
Or
It's a
we're
little
gonna go
more,
get
it's a little more,
Yeah, or we're gonna go to, because where we live,
Engrossing.
45 minutes that way is Napa. So we're gonna go to Calistoga and have a girls' day at a spa or anything like that, or we're gonna go wine tasting in Napa County. That's different than we're going to Paris, or
Right.
we're going to Germany,
right,
or
right.
or we're going to South America.
So it's a lack of courtesy that the wife did not discuss it with her only husband of a year. Hey, I'm considering going on this girls trip. What do you think? Not even letting him in on that conversation. It was a decision that was already made before he had it sensed it. And I'm just saying, if it was flipped around, it was a guy doing it with another guy, and the girl found out about it, she would be livid. And so everyone's saying that it's not fair. It's discourteous to your partner. And it's not like a situation where in a relationship, marriage, you have to feel like you're like a child asking for permission, but it's the courtesy of having a conversation of something that's a long time to be gone away from home, so that might affect the household. What if there's kids involved, or that's something a little more.
After a year,
No, I'm not saying with this continuum. I'm just saying in general that does can throw a wrench and stuff. So if you're not having that dialogue with your spouse, that courteous conversation.
You're being kind about it. I just have to say this. If this girl ever sees this and actually read this, he's going to leave you. He's going to find somebody better than you while you're off in Paris. Yeah. You keep doing this to him, and he's going to out. You continue to emasculate him, he's out. You continue to let the best friend get in the way, he'll be out. I guarantee you'll end up in divorce. I'm sorry, I'm getting fired up about this.
Well, that's what we're doing. We're commenting on the ADAs.
Right. So you're going to end up in divorce,
this is
girl.
Our comment.
Yeah. You're going to end up in divorce. Yes, you are the a-hole. Absolutely. And your best friend, for even allowing it and planning it with you, is just as bad and just as guilty. And if you have a problem with what I'm having to say in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. And I'm getting fired up about it because I've had, in a previous relationship, I had people interfere in that relationship, and it helped to end that relationship. And when I say relationship, never mind. I don't even get into it, but I'm getting a little fired up.
Well, here's the thing, is that it's possible that this post was put up recently, so it might even be a situation where we might be able to comment and maybe throw an idea out there, maybe how they could resolve this without continuing to fight and argue, because the husband has since shut down, disengaged. He's sleeping in another room right now. He's so upset over it. Mm-hmm. So the thing is that everyone's telling her, you're the Ada, you are the
a-hole.
Yeah, because you didn't invite your husband.
And you didn't tell him!
Right, but, however, what if, like, the husband gets to bring his best guy friend along? Now, wouldn't that kind of balance it out a little bit? I'm just saying, we offer solutions here. It's not just about dissecting the problem.
Stop being nice.
We are being nice.
No, don't be nice. She already broke the trust.
She did.
She can't be trusted.
She did hurt him.
She can't be trusted. So from now on, he's going to be thinking in the back of his head, oh, what's she doing behind my back now? I'm at work. What's my wife doing? Who's she seeing? Who's she hanging out with? What's she planning? He can't trust her. The trust is gone. If he's to the point that he's in another room, see ya.
So he feels betrayed.
Feels betrayed?
Yes.
How about take it a little step further with men? He feels disrespected.
Not a good place to be with a man.
Oh, no. You take a man's respect away, you emasculate him, you betray his trust. Yeah, that's a nail in your coffin. I mean, we were just listening to a comedian yesterday talking about how hard it is for a gal to find a man that in a relationship in today's world, and it's gals like this that give other girls a bad name.
Right.
Really bad name. You're conniving. It's just, and to be quite honest with you, I don't care if you disagree with me, but what she did is that's really bad, because coming from a guy's standpoint of view, you're gone. See ya. I'm gonna treat you like a soccer ball because I'm gonna kick you out of my life. So, I don't know. Sorry, just a little fired up on this one.
Right. Well, it does sound like that he does have guys' nights too, according to what the poster had put. However, again,
so we'll post this. Go ahead.
I think that ultimately, if there's a way to get around this issue, if it is a continuing issue, like again, my idea of having another guy come along on the trip might be a solution if we're seeking solutions. If not, yes, definitely, she is the Ada.
Unless he decides to, take a trip to, take a tour of strip clubs while she's gone or something like that, and then she finds out about it, do something devious. But don't ever do the same thing.
Yeah.
By the way, I would want to say this because this happens to be a marriage channel. Just because a spouse has done something to hurt you does not give you license to hurt them back.
No, two wrongs do not make a right.
No, it does not.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, two wrongs don't make a right. So it's a matter of if they're going to work this out, what is the expectations going to be going forward? You know, like I said,
It's going to take counseling. It's once that
Or-
that respect and trust is lost, it's
And then-
really hard to get back.
yeah, the two bring their expectations and boundaries about friends, and put that on the table and get that worked out. But again, counseling, you know, that's where you work through that dialogue.
Yep.
So.
Anything else
No, that was
So-
basically it. This is our comment for
Yep.
the
for the
Ada of the day, which
Yep.
I think it might have been posted a few days ago. But
We're gonna go ahead and post that link in the description below. Read it. See what you think. Is she the a-hole? I know I like the Ada. A-I-T-A, right? M-I-the. Yeah,
yes,
I get it. So, anyway, with that, you want to say it?
yeah. Remember to like and subscribe
Smash your like button.
wherever it ends up being.
Hit
We'll
the
see you
comments
next
over
time.
here, over there, down here, wherever. Yeah. See you next time.
time.
All right, now,